Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a little while since I have done a video or uploaded to YouTube. I have been having a nice rest over Christmas and New Year, but I am ready to get back into filming. And guess what finally arrived? I ordered this on Black Friday, the Haunted Pumpkin palette. This is from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. I really do like Give Me Glow. They're a nice indie brand in the US, and I was so excited when I saw this palette. And despite it being after Halloween when this was launched, there was no way I wasn't going to be picking this up. I mean, I will show you close-ups of this palette and swatches. I haven't filmed that as of yet as I'm speaking now, but look at the deliciousness of this palette. So we have 10 shades in this palette, and 1, 2, 3 of them are shimmers. I'm very happy that it is a matte heavy palette. That is my personal preference. Give Me Glow do big pan sizes usually, and this is no exception. I really like that. Some people don't. I really do enjoy that. But this time they're not circular. They are square pans, so that's a little bit different. I love the fact that we've got the little haunted pumpkins stamped into each of the shades. I like the colour story of this. It didn't have to go as neutral personally for me, but I know that this will please a lot of people because you have got your sort of Halloweeny pumpkin-y tones and the blues and the teals as well as some neutrals. So I'm not sure what we're going to do today, but we're going to have to use a neutral because the deepest shade in this palette is here and it's called Do Not Carve. So if you know me and you've been on my channel before, I need depth in my outer corner usually, so I'm going to have to be using that one today. I love the names of this palette. This is actually quite heavy to hold, like, whilst talking like that. But this one is called Hail to the Pumpkin King. If you know, you know.
Cry for you. I can't take this anymore. You say we're done, but you still want more. Baby, what I need is you out the door. This time, I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm just going to prime with my Beauty Bay eye base. I am actually running out of this. I think I might actually need to buy some more of this. I'm toying with the idea of trying the Sigma eye base, but I'm not sure if it's going to be happy on my drier eyelids. So if you do have drier eyelids and you don't like the MAC paint pot, please let me know if you've tried the Sigma eye base, because I'm interested in giving that one a go. But everything that I'm using today makeup wise will be linked in the description box, so if you're wondering about anything such as lip or foundation, etc., it will be down there. I'm not 100% impressed with my base today, I'm going to be honest. I'm testing out a few newer things that have come into my collection, and I just want to give them another chance before I finally review them and give you my final thoughts on them. So I have to give them a fair shot and use them in different ways, see how I feel. So yeah, I'm not living for my base today, but I'm living for this colour story in this palette. Yeah, and also the concealer that's under my eyes. I'm not the biggest fan. Let's just put it like that. It looks a little bit crepey. So I'm thinking I'm definitely going to be using the bright orange. How can I not use this bright orange? It looks insane. I definitely want to incorporate either the green or the tealy colour, and I'm not quite sure which yet because this shimmer is also calling my name. Choices. Also, random, I'm thinking of doing a video with my new hair tools that I've got. I've got a new curling wand and a beach waver from Beauty Works. So if you would like me to do a video comparing those, testing them, giving you my thoughts, I would be very happy to do that. I have actually used the beach waver to do my hair, but this is like days old now and it's still kind of in. So yeah, please do let me know if you're interested in any hair type videos. But I'm thinking I'm going to start out with the shade Follow My Shadow, which is the orange. And I'm just going to start packing this into the crease. I will go in with that deeper shade just to deepen up in the outer corner, but I just wanted to start out with this gorgeous bright orange. Oh, that is beautiful and the pigment is lovely. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year if you are celebrating. I definitely needed a rest and to just drink a lot of Bucks Fizz. That's what I did, I'm going to be honest. And I really enjoyed it. And I'm not quite sure, that looks stunning, why this palette, this Halloween palette, was released on Black Friday. I don't know if Give Me Glow had any issues with deliveries or the manufacturing process or why everything was a little bit slower, but I'm not mad because I like this theming all year round. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna pick this up regardless because these colours are just stunning and I would use them all year round. Oh my goodness, that is packed on so beautifully and it's literally almost blending itself out. Like, I'm so impressed with that orange. Then I'm going to go into that deep brown shade that is called Do Not Carve. What is on my nail? I think it may be foundation. And I'm just going to pop that on the outer corner and see how it builds on top of that orange. I don't always test the buildability of shadows because a lot of the time I do start out with my deepest shade just to get the maximum pigment, but I didn't feel like doing that today. I want to mix things up a little bit and not do everything exactly the same all the time. But that is definitely giving me some depth. Let me just build it up a little bit more. I don't want to go in too crazy straight away because then it runs away with us. Just blending out that shade in the outer corner, and I will go back in with some of the orange just to make sure that the blend is how I like it to be and we don't lose the orange. I'm liking how this is coming together. I have just gone back and forth a little bit between the orange and the deep brown. That is how I like to blend. You don't just have to do it once. Go back in. If you're not happy, go back in, make sure the blend is exactly how you want it to be. And I think I'm happy with how that looks for now. Okay, I feel like I want to go into one of the blues or greens toward the inner corner. Now that's not going to blend beautifully into the orange that we've got because they are not friends colour theory wise. But I'm not really planning to blend them, or should I just keep it to the lower lash line? Midnight Mist. Rotten. I'm going to go into Rotten. I could live to regret this. And I am going to pop this near the inner corner, just for a nice bright pop of bluey teal. And like I say, I'm not actually going to blend it into the orange per se. It's going to sit nicely next to it, and it's definitely going to go on and wrap around the lower lash line. Is this going to work out? Am I going to regret this? Just flicking my brush in the direction of the orange, not actually blending them together because I don't want a muddy mess, but it's kind of just in the area of the orange. And that's not looking too bad. It's sitting nicely next to it. I actually quite like how that looks. I don't think that looks too bad. I'm going to go into some more of the oranges on the lower lash line. I'm going to go into Do Not Carve, which was the deep brown again, and Follow My Shadow, which was the bright orange. But I think I also want to go into a bit of Starless and Somber, which is more of a muted pastel orange. So this is Starless and Somber that I'm going to go into first, then into the brighter orange, and then into the brown, and just wrap it around my lower lash line. Don't want to include too many colours in this look now that I've incorporated, wow, that's pigmented, the blue. But let me smoke out the lower lash line, blend it all, and then we'll play with some shimmers. Okay, that's not perfect, but when is it ever gonna be perfect? Let's be honest. I'm quite happy with how that looks so far. We'll work on the blend of the outer edges at the very end, but now I want to dive into some shimmers, and I definitely want to use the shade Did You Hear That? Because it looks insanely beautiful. But I'm thinking I might use Urban Legend toward the inner corner near that blue area. So I picked up Did You Hear That on my referral brush, and I'm just going to pop this. Okay, I haven't sprayed it. It's picked up beautifully on the brush. This is going to be very grunge, and I am here for it. Very, very grunge. Look how nicely that is going on. Okay, that is nice. I'm not sure if it's got a black base to it, but it is still real sparkly and metallic looking considering how deep of a shimmer it is. And I will just go back over with a little bit of that orange matte just to blend on the top of that shimmer where it meets the orange. Flipping my brush over, I'm going to go into Pumpkin Possession. I'm probably going to use all three shimmers in this look because why not? That's picking up really nice on a referral brush also. I'm just going to pop this on the very edge where the matte meets the shimmer. I couldn't not use this as well, it just looked too tempting. Then back into the mattes just to blend on the edge of the shimmer. Then into Urban Legend. Let's see what this looks like on the inner corner. Is this one going to pick up? I'm not using a referral brush this time. And referral brushes are goat's hair. It's not picking up as great. I might spray this one. Maybe it was just the fact I was using a goat's hair brush rather than... Okay, that's a little bit too dark for my inner corner personally, so I will go over that with some of my highlighter. Yeah, that's definitely too dark. The highlighter that I used today was from Unearthly Cosmetics. It says Alien Cosmetics on its packaging still. It's the Dani highlighter, which is super pretty. So I'll just pop a little bit of that just on the inner corner that was ridiculously dark. Okay, things were still looking a little too dark for my liking, so I did go in with the Kimchi Chic highlighter. This is in Pearls Gone Wild. Thank you to my friend that gave me this. I think that's brightened it up a little bit more. Okay, let me jump off, do the finishing touches. I'll come back, show you the final look, and we'll talk about the palette. And we are done. This is the completed look, and I have to say I knew I was going to be combining orange and blue or orange and green, and I really do like contrasting colour combinations. They're not the easiest to work with when you're trying to blend them, but as you could see, I didn't actually technically blend them. I just placed them next to each other to give the illusion that they were blended, but I really like how it came out. Definitely did need to reach into a highlighter though, just so I could get an inner corner shade for me, because I don't even think any of the mattes would have been a light enough inner corner shade for me. So bear that in mind if you are of a skin tone similar to mine, but it's so easy to pull in something else. Like I say, pulling in a highlighter, you don't technically need an inner corner shade in every single palette that you own, and obviously this palette will cater to some people for an inner corner shade, just not others. I absolutely love this colour story. The shades that I worked with today were definitely excellent quality. I really do like the Give Me Glow quality in general. I do like their palettes. I do have a palette collection video that is 3 hours long on my channel. If by some reason you haven't actually stumbled across that yet, please do check that out if you want to see more in my collection. But I absolutely love the shades that I used today. I'm excited to play with this some more. Definitely want to use this green, didn't use it today. Maybe some, what else didn't I use? I didn't use Hail to the Pumpkin King. And I'm sad about that because I love the name of that one the most. Although I wish that could have been the name for the orange. The shimmers were very, very easy to pick up on a goat's hair brush, so if that's something that you own and you're comfortable owning, then maybe that is the way to go. Obviously you could use your finger, sponge tip applicator, whatever you fancy, but I did find them a little bit easier on my referral brushes. I like the pigmentation of the shadows. It was buildable. I did build up that brown in the outer corner and it did blend out nicely. There was no patchiness or weirdness going on there. I definitely want to use this palette a little bit more before I decide to rank it, just to make up my final thoughts about everything. But the theming of this, like, yes, okay, it was a little bit late, but the actual packaging of this is so beautiful. I love the colour that they have chosen for the background. That is so nice. I would paint a lot of rooms in my house that colour. That is such a nice colour. And the whole theming of it, haunted pumpkin, really, really like it. Like the huge pans, I know not everybody does. Like the colour story, the indentations, the shade names. I don't really have anything to complain about, to be honest. Please do let me know what you think to this look down below. Like I say, if there's anything else you're wondering about that's on my face, please do check out the description box because that will have everything that I am wearing, as well as my socials, my Patreon group, my YouTube membership, and all that jazz. Let me know what you think to this look, guys. Let me know what you think to this palette. Is this a palette you're interested in? Is it something that you would pick up after Halloween? Because, like I say, I would definitely pick this up regardless of the time of year because I like theming like this, whether it's coming up to Halloween or not. That makes no difference to me, and I think the colour story is stunning. Don't forget to let me know if you would like any videos on hair, anything like that, my hair tools, showing you how I use them. I am not an expert, as I'm not an expert with makeup. I just like playing around with makeup. It's just a hobby. Also, any other ideas for videos would be very, very welcome. I do have my new little, there it is, dumpling, my light up dumpling in the background, because my Patreon group is called Kerry's Dumplings and my husband got me that for Christmas and said it could sit in my background of my videos, and it is the cutest little thing. Like, I don't think you can see its little face. I'm trying to see on the camera. I don't think you can see its cute little face. Let me show you, hold on. Okay, this is my cute little dumpling. How adorable is that? It's a little bit sad that you can't see how cute he is when he's so far away, but thank you so much for checking out this video, guys. If this is the sort of content that you enjoy, please do consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me, and hopefully, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.